We're talking with Randy Hedberg, a guy who was synonymous with Class B basketball in the early 70s. Randy, now you've been in the championship ball game at the Class B tournament. What's going on right now in those two locker rooms?
Well, I'm sure there's a lot of talk. I'm sure Jim Glazer is kind of lecturing his players on letting Berthold back in the game. And Tom Liam has got to be satisfied with the way that his team came back. I think Berthold did a real good job, had a lot of patience to get back into the game.
Pressure on these kids right now. You got to believe that.
Right. Definitely a lot of pressure. It's a little experience-wise. It's quite a game. It's a big game for all the kids. They're looked upon by the whole state of North Dakota, some neighboring states, and they're going to be known. And it's a lot of pressure.
Randy, you got some big things coming up for you in the near future.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to going to Green Bay. I've signed to the Green Bay Packers and going out there and possibly May for a little mini camp and in July for training camp.
Randy, best of luck to you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Now shooting in the first half, Berthold shooting at 52%. Even though they trail in the ball game, they've hit 11 of 21.
Their shooting was, I'm sure, under the 20% level. They came on strong right near the end of the first half. Pull out to 52% shooting on 11 of 21 and 6 of 8 at the free throw line. Now the turnovers. 6 turnovers in the first half for Berthold. Newtown has turned the ball over just 3 times, but a couple of very crucial turnovers by the Eagles late in the first half that allowed Berthold to get back into this ball game.
Should you just be joining us, this afternoon, Oaks defeated Edmore 56-48 to come out as a consolation champion. And in a game earlier tonight, Linton over Hillsborough 49-44 for third place. Those trophies have already been presented following the conclusion of those ball games, and we will have the championship and runner-up trophies presented following the conclusion of our championship game. We pause now for a station break. You're watching the North Dakota during these tournaments. These teams are assigned hosts who practically move in and live with the teams. They're kind of gophers for them. They go for everything, anything they need. This fellow has been a team host for every tournament that's been held in Bismarck. He even went out and bought a purple sweater, especially because he knew he had the Newtown Eagles. Downstairs with Dale McCabe is John Stewart.
This is John Stewart from Bismarck. John is a team host. John, why don't you tell us a little bit about what your duties are?
Well, mostly, Dale, it's to make sure that our teams feel very welcome in Bismarck, and to be a gopher for them. We help them out. This afternoon, I spent a lot of time with one boy in a whirlpool, and our job is mainly to provide them with all the help we can give them to make sure that they're welcome in town. They love Bismarck.
You're the host for Newtown, and well, you've got quite a track record here, don't you?
Well, I don't want to brag, but I've had 7 of them in the finals, and I'd have to admit that only 2 of them have won, but that's still a pretty good record.
Not bad at all. How'd you come up with this?
The boys gave me that before the game, and I'm totally delighted with it. It's just great. I was overwhelmed.
This purple sweater, did you buy this especially for the tournament?
I've had this. I've had Newtown 3 years, so I've had this quite a while.
Okay.
It's getting a little rank, though. I've worn it every night.
Well, as long as it's bringing the team luck, I guess they're not going to complain.
I hope it continues. They're not complaining a bit.
John, thanks for chatting, and go get him.
Oh, thank you.
John Stewart.
We'll be back with the second half as Newtown leads Berthold 31-28. First, let's pause. Let's see how those fellows think about this championship game. The fellows have played for third. Here's Phil Willman.
Head coaches Ed Meyer of Hillsborough and Del Kessler of Linton. You went against the Newtown Eagles last night. They frittered away a little lead here. What are you going to do right now?
Well, I think one thing they've got to do is make sure they get a little better shot selection. They've been a little careless at times, especially at the end of the second quarter, and that really hurt them, losing that lead. And also they've got to be careful that they don't continue to foul, because Berthold is deadly at the foul line.
Dell, on the other side, you've just come back patiently and got back in this ball game after trailing by 10 points around that area. Now you're down to 3.
Well, I think Tom had to tell his kids at halftime that Newtown's so emotional. When they're hot, and they can get cold, and his kids just have to be patient and stick with it, and then they'll be back in the game. I said when they were down that far, I said it'll be a close game yet.
Very good. Thank you, gentlemen, very much.
Those are a couple pretty good minds talking about what to do in the second half of this basketball game. The fellows that battled it out for third and fourth, and the fellows that gave these teams that are battling for first and second all they could handle last night. Ted Euchre and Al Lick are the fellows that are going to be calling the plays again. Dick Burchell from our staff is a fellow that had the cap on. He's our fireman in charge, I guess. Jim Potter is kind of in charge of the scores table, and Rudy Steidel is also in charge of the scores table. And those fellows have just given us so much help. We appreciate the efforts of all. Captain Dick.
Does that red light mean the commercial is still running? Don't start play or what? That's better than waving the flag, isn't it?
I tell you, these people at Bismarck just do an excellent job of hosting the state Class B basketball tournament. There is some talk about moving it, of course. It will not be moved. We know that now. But there was an awful lot of bad feeling from a lot of people saying if that thing leaves Bismarck, we don't know if we want to go to the tournament.
I understand the food in the press room has been very good, too, because everybody says Dick Seal is very happy.
White Owl and DeBilt step into center court with a call for the rest of the ball game. Here's Raj.
All right, 31-28. Newtown in the lead, and they get the tip. Nesheim, Finley, now Marset. A big comeback in that second period by Berthold has really tightened this one up. Flat-footed one-hander by Marset. Full court pressure, then they'll back off, as Terry told you, throughout the first half. They'll put the pressure on, then go back in the zone. Royce to DeBilt. Royce. Uhlberg back to Royce. High pass, but he controls it. Berthold in the light uniforms. Number 24, right there is Uhlberg, and he has another one. He's keeping them in there. He had some great shooting yesterday. After being, he got 12 points last night from outside after getting only 2 in the opening game. He has 8 points in this one now. This is White Owl. He's had problems, but he gets one. White Owl gets his second basket. And it comes at a timely time. Whoa, almost thrown away, but saved by Hall.
He's
in trouble now with Royce, but they finally get the handle on the basketball and get it back to Uhlberg. That is Lutzen. He's starting the second half in place of Sean. Uhlberg to the free throw line, deflected away, but Royce gets it. And
White Owl
reaching in, White Owl, that time the quick hands hurt him. He got a piece of the body. That's foul number 3 on Perry White Owl. He doesn't score that much, but they need him in there for his quickness and his rebounding. A very good defensive ball player. Royce. DeBilt back out, loose basketball, but quickly picked up by Uhlberg, but then saved by Finley. And Val gets it right back. He drops it off for Marset. Damon looking around. White Owl, circle to Fox. Finley trying to jam it in underneath for White Owl. Slapped around, still loose. Still a scramble. And Finley comes out and makes the save. Comes back to the baseline. Underhand scoop. And a foul is called.
It's going to be on DeBilt.
DeBilt's going to get the call. That's his second. Boy, Finley just kept scrapping for that ball. And he will go to the free throw line. I do believe he was in the act of shooting. That was a wild scramble. Finley has been deadly at the free throw line throughout this tournament. He has 2 shots coming here. He now has 11 points. His last 3 points have been at the free throw line. Finley's free throws won it last night. Another one that's good. In that double overtime win over Hillsborough. Royce having problems, slapped away by Nesheim. But the Bombers will control the ball.
He got rid of that just in time. He was ready for the 5-second count.
Uhlberg to Royce. Whistle, someone holding underneath. Let's see, Nesheim, he's got 3. So White Owl and Nesheim, the 2 leading rebounders, with 3 fouls apiece. Royce from the right side won't go down. And Finley with the rebound. Finley comes to the circle and he'll go up. Fox tips over the back. He's going to get a foul, and that's 3 on Fox. The entire front line now has 3 personal fouls apiece for Newtown. Jim Glauser up off the bench, cautioning his players now about those fouls. Uhlberg will bring it down, goes on the high post to DeBilt, off the post to Royce, back to DeBilt. Playing catch with it out there. Royce, then DeBilt still going at it. At the top, the Uhlberg. Bounces to Lutzen. In the lane, Hall loses the basketball, but it goes right to Royce. He tries to underhand it, and it's out of bounds. They will retain possession. Almost a steal there by Newtown. Royce again to Lutzen. Hall one hands one, puts it back for Royce. 4:55 left in the third. In the lane to Hall, he has it. Steve Hall with his second field goal of the night and his 8th point. His first 4 came at the free throw line. 37-32, Newtown. Nesheim outside to White Owl. 6 for Perry.
Sean getting set to come back into the lineup for Berthold.
Uhlberg with it. Over on the right side to Royce. Lutzen, good. Lutzen's first field goal of the tournament. Now, Jim Glauser probably has a bigger Ruta section here. The local fans probably on his side also. He played his high school ball at Bismarck High and Bismarck Junior College before going to Minot State. And he's married to a daughter of a former Bismarck High School coach, Connie Jelke. That is Marset with the basketball. Goes over to Finley. Lob on the base to Fox. He goes up over to Bilt, too strong. And on the rebound, a whistle. Lutzen. Lutzen gets his first foul. Lutzen comes out, Sean back in. Corey Sean, the 6-foot senior, checking back in for the Berthold Bombers. Eagles basketball. Out to Marset. They lead by 5. Marset to Finley. 3.5 minutes remain in the third quarter. White Owl. Finley deflected away from Marset. Marset couldn't get the handle, and out of bounds she goes to Berthold. The Bombers now can narrow it to 3. Hall to DeBilt. DeBilt with the short shot, it's up and in. 12 points now for Bruce DeBilt. Both ball clubs 27-1, battling for the state Class B basketball championship in North Dakota. Marset, basket, good.
You betcha.
And foul.
Foul is on Uhlberg.
Uhlberg's 3rd personal foul, and the 11th point in the ball game for Damon Marset. He has a free throw coming. Teddy Yuka hands him the basketball. Marset's free throw is good. 42-36. Hall coming out on the dribble. Free throw line goes off to Royce. Bingo! Royce with 8. 42-38. Cross court. Finley rims off. Hall with the carom. The Bombers can pull to within 2. Uhlberg will try it. Short. White Owl had it. Knocked away in a foul. DeBilt. Number 3 on Bruce DeBilt. Uhlberg and DeBilt have 3 apiece for Berthold. White Owl, Fox, and Nesheim have been assessed 3 for Newtown. Walking it up slowly is Marset. 2:12 remaining in the third quarter. Cross-court pass to Finley. Up ahead, Fox trying to work on DeBilt. Can't go. Back to Finley. Circle Marset. Up. Off the back iron. Nesheim in the lane. He goes back up. Deflects away. And Hall has the big rebound for Berthold. Royce to Hall from outside. No. Nesheim gives to Finley. Marset. Back to Finley. Again, Marset. He gives to White Owl. Marset decides to dribble away from a crowd, go to the other side to Finley. Marset in the circle. Looking under for Fox, but they've got him pretty well covered. Again, they cross court at the Finley. 1:14 remaining in the period. There's the lob on the base to Neschheim. Won't go down for him. And again, it's Hall with the rebound, but diving in for the save was White Owl, but it went right to DeBilt. Royce waits for his teammates. Feeds back to Uhlberg. We're in the final minute of the quarter now, down to 56 seconds. Royce, had the shot, then decided not to pull the trigger. Lobs ahead for DeBilt, deflected out of bounds. Bombers ball underneath. Stops the clock at 45 seconds. DeBilt. Royce. Out to Uhlberg. Now Hall. 30 seconds. Uhlberg's going to have to chase it down. It was deflected back there by Newtown, so no over and back. There's another loose basketball. Diving in for a jump ball is Marset. No over and back on that last call. A lot of the fans probably wondering why, but it was deflected back there by a Newtown player.
Sean and Marset with a jump ball.
Newtown has the tip. It comes down into the hands of Fox. He gives to Finley. 15 seconds for a shot. Finley's not going to wait. Drives and foul from behind. Royce, I think. Right, Jim Royce gets the call. His second personal. Finley's last 4 points at the line. He has 12. 2 coming right here. Hey, he missed one.
I was just going to say before he took that free throw, conditioning may tell this ball game now. Three games in 3 nights.
He has the next. Long pass down court, but it carried Kerry Uhlberg out of bounds. So that'll give Newtown another chance at the last shot. 10 seconds. Finley gonna go long. And nothing but net. Bombs away. 2 seconds. Long range by Royce is off the side, rim and out of bounds. And the third quarter ends with Newtown still out in front of Berthold, 45-38.
Exception to that score, 17-14 in the boards for Newtown. 10 fouls apiece. As I mentioned, we'll find out which team is in condition now. 3 games in 3 nights. Which team wants it the most? White Owl and DeBilt ready to jump it up. Final 8 minutes. Here's Raj.
8 more minutes of basketball for this year in high school ball in North Dakota. Here we go. Let's see who's going to be the state champion. Who will join Minot as Kings of the Hill? Tipped away and out of bounds by Val Finley. A 7-point advantage entering the final quarter for Newtown. Uhlberg into Sean. He's having problems. Gets it back off for Uhlberg. Hall, right of the lane. Gets to the free throw line and then puts it back. Now Royce has it to DeBilt, going up over Fox. Bounces away, loose. And I think all over the back, yes.
Newtown's defense in this ball game has just been superb. They've really forced the Bombers to play catch outside the perimeter. They have not allowed that ball to get inside.
Neschheim looking for his first points in this ball game. And these bonus free throws can be very important at this stage of the ball game, and he gets it. Neschheim, I believe, playing in place of the injured Cyril Chase, who was a starter and injured at the regional tournament, has not played a minute in this tournament. Next one is also good. So Neschheim hits 2 big ones, and it's a 9-point advantage for Newtown. .7:22 left. 47-38. Berthold won the first time they played, 51-43. Knocked away from Royce out of bounds by Neschheim. He gets a pat on the back from two of his teammates. Hall to Royce, back to Hall from long range. Hello. Steve Hall drills one. He has 10 points in this ball game and 63 in the tournament. This is Finley. Circle to Neschheim. Comes into the lane, goes up with a short one off the glass. He's got it. And a foul called on Steve Hall. Neschheim's first basket of the game. He's gotten the last 4 points for Newtown. And Hall picks up his third foul. Free throw is not good. Rebound to Berthold. Royce gives to Hall. Back to Royce. 6:38 left. Royce looking, now to Hall again. Uhlberg, cross court to Royce. He'll try. No, Fox with the rebound.
Newtown defense keeps Berthold outside.
Marset walks it into the front court. Goes over to White Owl. Perry just standing there with it. Now lobs back to Fox, who's come outside. Finley. Back out Marset. Fox. Again outside. Finley looks inside to Fox. Doesn't give it to him. Bounces it away. Now comes back towards the lane. Marset. Lob pass to Fox. Baseline going up over to Bilt. No. Rebound Hall. Here comes Steve. He's double teamed. Gets it off to Royce. Back out to Hall. Hall gets a screen from Uhlberg. Comes left and fires. Rims off. Royce had it and was pushed off by Neschheim. And that is number 4. Dave Neschheim. Newtown has gone with their starting 5 the entire ball game. We've only had one substitution for Berthold. Bruce DeBilt. DeBilt from the left side has his 14th point.
And Uhlberg's going to get a foul on the other side.
So that's number 4 on Uhlberg. So Neschheim with 4, Uhlberg with 4. There's Kerry right there, number 24. And it sends Val Finley to the free throw line. He is 5 of 6 at the line with 15 points. Hay missed it, and Hall gets the rebound. 49-42. Newtown the leader. Hall from about 18 feet glances out of bounds off the side of the rim.
I think both these teams are starting to get a little tired, Raj. Or maybe a little tight. 5:08 to play.
Not only the 3 games in 3 days, Terry, this is game number 29 for both ball clubs. And district, regional, and now this. They've played a lot of basketball. Fox with the basket.
DeBilt with a foul. A blocking foul.
Fox has 14 points, and DeBilt has his 4th foul.
9-point lead now for the Eagles, and Fox can make it 10 at the line.
6-foot senior. All his points have been on field goals. He's looking for point number 15 with this free throw. Here it is. Yes. 52-42. And Berthold wants a timeout. 4:56 left. Newtown 52, Berthold 42.
10-point lead for the Eagles, 52-42. Got a quick moment, maybe. The Bismarck Tribune All-Tournament team selected by a vote of sports writers and sportscasters. The 10-player team. Steve Hall of Berthold, Val Finley of Newtown, Lenny Olhauser of Linton, Kyle Meyer of Hillsboro, Dave Gamer of Oaks, Bruce DeBilt of Berthold, Brent Vigor of Edmore, Brian Sauter of Linton, Damon Marset of Newtown, Jim Royce of Berthold.
Playback in, 4:50 left. This is Berthold with the basketball. Trailing by 10. Hall in the lane of DeBilt. He loses it. Scramble on the floor. Coming out, Neschheim. Gives to Finley. Finley up ahead to Marset. Back to Finley. Fox, triple team, puts it back to Finley. Newtown may want to slow it down now. Every tick of the clock is in their favor.
They'll probably try to get that ball to Fox, too. DeBilt has 4 fouls.
At the circle, Finley. Marset takes it back out. They're going to have, sooner or later, Berthold's going to have to come out of there and come and get him. They've got a big 10-point deficit to make up. Again, they're going to just walk around with it. Clock is down to 3:40. Cross-court pass to Finley. Lane's there. Finley drives. Won't go. And there's Hall with another rebound for Berthold. Hall off to Royce. In the middle of DeBilt. Knocked away. White Owl again. White Owl. Boy, how many times has he done that in the last 3 days? Marset with the ball. So Berthold got the ball back but came away empty. And again, it's eat up the clock time. Wide open underneath. White Owl. They broke him in the back door as the defense came out. White Owl with 8 points now. And they lead by 12. Royce is fouled. I think it's Nesheim.
Right.
And bye-bye Dave if it is.
He went for the fake.
Right, he has to go. I would assume it'll be Barry McGrady. That's who they've used most of the time, but they're going to lose some height in this exchange. Nesheim is fouled out. Good job on the boards and scored 4 points. Barry McGrady, who I'm sure will be coming in, is a 5'10 junior. Nesheim was 6'2. It is McGrady. First substitution of the night for the Newtown Eagles. And one they are forced into making because Nesheim has 5 fouls, and that's all you can get. Royce with the free throw. 9 points for Jim. Second one by Royce, also in there. That cuts it back to 10 again at 54 to 44. 2:40 left. White Owl gets the pass from Marset and then goes right back to him.
Really spreading it out now.
Marset to McGrady. McGrady dribbles away from some trouble. Goes to White Owl. Back to McGrady. Outside again to Finley. 2:15. Here comes Finley in heavy trade. He's going to get it. Nope. Blocking.
Hall got the ball.
Yep. That's number 4 on Steve. DeBilt, Hall, and Uhlberg with 4 personal fouls apiece for Berthold. Nesheim already on the bench with 5 for Newtown. White Owl and Fox have 3 apiece. Finley, the shooter. He's 5 of 7 at the line with 15 points. And we're going to get a timeout for Berthold with 2:14 remaining. It's Newtown 55, Berthold 44.
55 to 44 on Berthold. Val Finley has a chance to up the margin at the free throw line. 2:14 on the clock.
There's Finley's second free throw. No. Hall with another rebound. Boy, he's had a lot of them tonight. Hall goes to Uhlberg. Cross court to Royce. Royce in the lane. Short shot rims off. And White Owl with the rebound. Up ahead to Marset. Marset to McGrady. Back to Marset. He won't take the shot and puts it back outside.
Now we're going to see some play of the clock.
Spread them out. 4 corners. Fox driving. Short shot. Goes off. Taken down by Corey Sean. 1:40 left. Berthold needs a couple of quick baskets. It may be getting too late even for that. Into DeBilt. Turnaround shot off the glass. Whoa, there's White Owl again. To Finley. Val gets it to Marset. 122.
Newtown get ready to celebrate.
Marset to McGrady. McGrady's fouled by Sean. That's Corey's first foul. Stops the clock with 1:12. Barry McGrady into the ball game as a reserve for the fouled out Nesheim. Will try to get his first point in this title game. Too strong with it, and Hall again. Top of the circle, Hall. Bingo. 12 points for Steve. They've got to get a couple. There's a deal. They can use this bucket if they can get it. Royce goes up and he's fouled by White Owl. Number 4 on Perry. You never say die.
Coach Jim Glaser pacing the sidelines down there for Newtown.
Telling Perry that he has 4 personals. Royce gets the first one. And a timeout. There's Newtown's first timeout of the ball game with 55 seconds left. They lead Berthold 55-47.
Of the A stage this year at North Dakota State University. We'd like to hear from you. Drop a line to the station you're watching. Let us know what you think of the coverage by the North Dakota NBC network.
We've tried a lot of different innovations these past 2 years, Terry.
Sure have.
I'm sure some were liked, some weren't liked, but at least we gave it a battle. Royce
Intentional
did
miss.
that intentionally, and DeBilt puts it up and in. They have to have that one.
6 points.
Right. Now a quick steal. Well, they're going to have to foul. There's the foul. It was Royce that got it.
But look who they fouled. And you know what Jim Glaser is saying. They have to foul us. Get the ball to Val Finley.
Finley gets it. That's why. 7 of 10 at the free throw line for Finley. He's looking for point number 18 with this one. And that should just about put the last nail in the coffin right there. 57-49 with 42 seconds left. Hall off to Royce. He tried to shoot before he got it, and there's White Owl being double teamed. And did he call a timeout? Yes, very wisely called a timeout. 33 seconds left in the ball game. Newtown leads it 57-49.
There's the story. 33 seconds to play. 8-point difference. Newtown has the lead and the basketball.
Ball put in play to McGrady. He's fouled immediately. Corey Sean, I think. Right, yep. That's number 2 on Corey. Only 1 tick of the clock came off on that one. McGrady is 0 for 1 at the line. Still looking for his first point. Here's Barry, the 5'10 junior. Doesn't get it. The rebound to DeBilt. Royce from long range. Short with it. DeBilt gets the rebound. Turnaround. Won't go down. And Finley comes out with the rebound. 18 seconds left. Up ahead to McGrady. A little too long and out of bounds. 16 seconds, and then the Newtown celebration will begin. In the Hall. From long range, Steve Hall, no. Follow, no. DeBilt goes with a follow, and he is fouled from behind, pushed off by McGrady. That'll stop the clock with 9 seconds left. Bruce DeBilt, Berthold's leading scorer in this game with 16 points, will be at the line.
I'll bet the first thing that Jim Glaser talks about after the ball game is defense.
If he can talk.
If he can talk, right. His voice is deteriorated. Look at, he's got a smile on his face.
Right. DeBilt hits the first one.
Intentional miss.
Missed
foul.
it intentionally, and a foul underneath.
Hall, goodbye, Steve.
Steve Hall fouls out. The end of a brilliant career
You betcha.
at Berthold.
Every Newtown Eagle is over there to shake his hand. They know they met a heck of a competitor in Steve Hall.
He had 12 points in this ball game, giving him 65 points in the 3 tournament games. 8 seconds left.
Tom Liam's going to clear the bench with those 8 seconds left, I believe.
Number 44 is Jim Hall. Jim Glass is going to get some in there also. Try to pick them out for you very quickly. They won't be here. Chuck Qualley. Number 11 is Randy Littlefield. The bench is getting mobbed. Number 45, Randy Wayrock. Here comes number 25, Tom Littlefield. Number 14 coming on for Berthold is Jay Brown.
Every one of those Newtown starters get a standing ovation from their fans right behind the Newtown bench as they came off the floor.
Derek Brockel is also in there. This is Val Finley at the line. As the first one, he's looking for point number 20 and point number 66 in this state tournament. He had 46 coming in, and he's looking for point number 20.
Now that's a good move. Look at the officials.
Want to let this fella get a chance to get in.
Made sure that this fella could come into the ball game.
John Hennessy, a 5'9" sophomore.
Well, I guess it's all right that they let him come in. They only had 4 on the floor.
Here's Finley second. Point number 20. 7 seconds. 6, 5, 3, 2, 1. Newtown is the state Class B basketball champions in North Dakota. They have defeated the Berthold Bombers by a score of 59-50, and the victory celebration is on.
Like I said, to me, it was defense all the way for the Eagles tonight. They would not allow the Berthold Bombers to get inside. It was that simple. They just would not allow the Bombers to get inside. One of the nicest things about sports, play your best, play your hardest on the floor, but once that game is over, get out there and shake hands. Losers don't really feel like it. Winners, I think Father Cook put it the best way the other night. The losers are crying inside, the winners are laughing inside, but they get out there and act like gentlemen and shake hands. Dick Karlgaard, the manager of this tournament, is on the floor right now. Let's listen to him.
And they are Mr. Claire Burgundy, the principal at Kindred, Mr. Walt Haas, the superintendent at Bellfield, and Mr. Don Brentnell, the superintendent at Helena. Before I turn it over to them, I would like to present Mr. Dwayne Warwick, the executive secretary of the North Dakota High School Coaches Association. He'll make an announcement regarding the Class B Coach of the Year. Dwayne? Thank you very much, Mr. Karlgaard. I'd like to extend a commendation to you, Mr. Karlgaard, and your fine staff for a very successful tournament. I'd also like to announce that next July 31st, the North Dakota Class B All-Stars will compete against the North Dakota Class A All-Stars. The head coach for the North Dakota Class B All-Stars will be Dave Glasser of Newtown, and the head coach the assistant coach will be Tom Liam from Berthold. This year, the North Dakota High School Coaches Association conducted the balloting for Coach of the Year. It was completed on Tuesday, March 18th, prior to this week. North Dakota's Class B basketball Coach of the Year, as selected by his peers, is Tom Liam from Berthold. And presenting the award, I'd like to present once again Mr. Don Brentnell, the superintendent of the schools for the Helena School District. Mr. Brentnell. Thank you, Dick. On behalf of the Board of Directors of the North Dakota High School Activities Association, I would like to take this opportunity to thank the city of Bismarck and its Chamber of Commerce for being such gracious hosts to the State Class B basketball tournament. Let's give them a fine assistance with this tournament. And a very special thanks to Mr. Dick Carlbard for his untiring efforts in managing this spectacular event. We also wish to thank the loyal Class B basketball fans for making this tournament so successful. We express our appreciation to the coaches, the teams, the cheerleaders for their fine display of enthusiasm and sportsmanship. Each year, the association sponsors a Spirit Award, which is awarded to the school which displays the most spirit and sportsmanship. And this year, the Spirit Award winner is the Linton Lions.
Walt Hoff from Belfield, current president, North Dakota High School Activities Board, presenting the runner-up trophies, individual awards to the Berthold Bombers, being assisted by Principal Claire Burgany of Kindred High School. I don't know, the Bombers don't look too terribly dejected. Had a great season.
Well, they had two great ball clubs in this one. Berthold ends up at 27-2. Newtown 28-1. You can't get much better than that.
And their only loss of the year to the Berthold Bombers during the Stanley Holiday Basketball Tournament. Now Walt and Don will present the individual championship awards to the Newtown Eagles. Once again, that all-tournament team as selected by the Bismarck Tribune while they're presenting these individual trophies. These are selected by the sports writers and sportscasters covering the tournament. Steve Hall of Berthold, Val Finley of Newtown, Lenny Olhauser of Linton, Kyle Meyer of Hillsboro, Dave Gamer of Oaks, Bruce DeBilt of Berthold, Brent Bigger of Edmore, Brian Sauter of Linton, Damon Marcette of Newtown, and Jim Royce of Berthold. Bismarck Tribune all-tournament team selected by sports writers and sportscasters covering this Class B tournament.
And you know, right now, they're not out on the floor, probably down in the dressing room. Al Lick is bronzing Ted Yuka's whistle.
Or his tennies.
Second place, Berthold.
Second place trophy now. Bruce DeBilt, Steve Hall, co-captains of the Bombers, accept the runner-up trophy.
Now the explosion.
Val Finley.
Mark Fox.
And Mark Fox. That was a great tournament. 59-50, Newtown defeats Berthold, and we'll be back in just a moment.
Ford down below with Coach Jim Glazer. They're getting ready to talk to Dale McCabe.
With me, head coach Jim Glazer of the Newtown Eagles, along with number 23, Val Finley, number 35, Mark Fox. And Val, first of all, once again, you're the team's leading scorer tonight with 20 points. The points didn't come quite as easily, but the rest of the team, well, everybody had a hand in the scoring tonight.
Yes, it did.
How about the offense? You took the same kind of shots as you did the first couple of nights. You got things running in the first half, and you played your game, were able to get ahead, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. What do you think was probably the biggest reason why you got ahead in the first half?
No, we got it. Right.
Just went out and did your thing, huh? Okay, Val, congratulations. Mark, you had a badly sprained ankle today. After yesterday, you came out in the first half and you scored 12 points. It didn't even look like it bothered you at all. Did you feel it?
Oh, yeah, I felt it. I felt it.
Well, you're going up against Bruce DeBilt, a couple of inches taller than you are, but you took the ball right to him. Was that Coach Glazer's orders for you?
Yes, they told us to get the ball on the inside and take it to him. That's what we tried to do.
Is this one of the best games you've played all year, do you think?
Oh, yeah.
You individually, too?
Yes, it is.
Mark, congratulations. Jimmy, I think what you proved here tonight is that you do have a lot of balance on your club. Everybody scored for you. It was another good team defensive effort. You out-rebounded a taller team. I guess you can't ask for much more than that.
No, that's right. You got to. We always say you got to out-rebound in order to win. They out-rebounded us in the Stanley Christmas tournament. We beat them on the boards tonight.
Didn't have to yell as much tonight either. You still got your voice.
I'm surprised.
Defensively, you held Hall to 12 points. The defense, well, you got to be proud of the way the kids played defense, particularly on him.
Yeah, we reacted quick. We moved with the ball, and they didn't have too many open shots. Those three, that is, DeBilt, Hall, and Royce.
Jim, congratulations. I guess the third time is a charm. Here, you've been here two times before this. Got third once and second once, and now you got the big one.
The big one makes it much better feeling.
Okay, Jimmy, congratulations. The Newtown Eagles, state champions.
Yes, they are. There's the scoring on tonight's ball game, and as Dale mentioned, Finley was the leader with 20 points. Marset had 12, White Owl 8, Fox with the big 15, White Owl with the 7 rebounds. Led in that department. Neschheim had 4 points before fouling out. McGrady, the only sub, not the only one, but the only one until the dying seconds when both teams cleared their benches. McGrady did not score. For Berthold, the leader DeBilt with 17. Look at Steve Hall, 12 points, 12 rebounds. Royce 11, Uhlberg 8. Sean did not score. Lutzen had 2. The final score, Newtown 59, Berthold 50, Newtown the state champions. How about
team
percentages?
Team stats look like this, Raj. The Bombers were 20 of 45 from the field, 44%, 10 of 14 at the line for 71%. Big 12 turnovers for the ball game. Newtown 22 of 47 for 47%, 15 of 21 at the line for 71%. Only 6 turnovers in that ball game tonight, and 3 of those came late in the first half when Berthold got back into the ball game. Narrowed the halftime score to 31-28. The boards, as we mentioned, the stats people have Newtown with 22 total rebounds, and they have Berthold with 27. So maybe there were some team rebounds that didn't figure in there. A lot of people take care of this telecast. You hear Raj and I and Dale and Phil. These are the stations that are associated with our North Dakota NBC network.